I'm only speaking to benevolent beings. This is not going to be a warm and fuzzy recording. So if you're in a good mood or you're in a vulnerable place, probably now is not a good time to listen to this. I don't consent to any form of malevolence being on my channel. There's no need for you to be here. That's been made clear for 12 fucking years. If you hold ill intent towards me, there's no reason for you to be here. Get the fuck out. Okay, so we're in a very fucked up, whacked place. There are some very beautiful things here. There are some very beautiful beings here. However, this what's being forced here has been being forced for either thousands or millions of years, depending on what you know of history, real, true history of this place, this planet. Now, some think it's a holographic universe, that this is a holographic planet that's a mimic, a mockery, or a copy of the real place, of a real Earth. Maybe it is. I know that I'm a spiritual being with a soul in a physical form at this time, in this place. I know that I've been in this place in prior incarnations. I've been here a long time, and I would have to say at this point, because there's been no true benevolent intervention here in all of that time, especially when there are animated dead entities, pet cemetery motherfuckers, running amok with frequency weaponry, hacking into benevolent beings, forcibly mind raping benevolent beings, forcibly trying to rape inherent things from benevolent beings with technology. And yet there has still been no true benevolent intervention here. Like, at some point you just you gotta call it for what it is. You gotta call a spade a spade. This place is fucking whacked. There should have been true benevolent intervention already. Now, I know that universal laws exist. There are many ways that I know this, in addition to just inherently knowing that. The animated dead entities go to great lengths to try and forcibly obstruct universal laws and universal law correction in this place. So whether this is like a real physical planet or a fucking simulation of a inverted copy, the shit's just fucked up. Now, I can move those dead entities and their violations to universal laws, and I know that they get fucking nailed immediately in real time. The problem is that they're using technology, some kind of regression technology, and or time travel technology, and or both, to forcibly regress things. Here's the thing. I've been here a long time. I've been through the fucking gauntlet. I've been forced to go through the fucking gauntlet. Now, if there are benevolent beings listening and you still, and you have been forced to go through the fucking gauntlet, and you are still benevolent, you can still, still have the capacity to hold compassion, and empathy and love, then you too have made it through the fucking gauntlet. Now, some call this a fucking game. From what I know of it, games have fucking rules. They sure fucking do. And the rules are universal laws. Now, if for some reason in this game, if there are no rules, what does that mean about the very meaning of existence? What does that say about this universe? Right? If that's true, then it means the universe is fucking parasitic and psychotic. Now, because universal laws exist, and I know that they get immediately nailed, the universe itself, at this juncture, the universe itself, there's no way it couldn't know what the fuck is going on here. As some of us here know what the fuck is going on here, and some of us here actually tried to, in the past, have try to communicate with the universe itself. There's no way the universe itself doesn't fucking know the horror and atrocity being forced here. So at this juncture, the universe itself should be upholding and enforcing universal laws. They're animated dead parasites, for fuck's sake. They're running amok with fucking technology that interferes with the balance of things. This universe, at least to my knowledge, is based on frequency, vibration, light, sound, energy, and resonance. They're running amok with frequency weaponry. And they're dead. And they've been dead for a very long fucking time. So the fact that the universe itself has not rectified and corrected this place, this simulation, this planet, removed parasitic dead entities from manifested creation, because parasites do not belong in manifested creation. It's a contradiction on its face. So the fact that the universe itself hasn't done fuck all about any of this, I've drawn the conclusion that the universe itself is fucking parasitic and psychotic and complicit. And it uses smaller parasites to do its bidding. It uses smaller parasites to try and seek out benevolent life force energy to then try and rape, parasitize, and cannibalize off of benevolent life force energy, while the universe itself still exists in the same space as universal laws. Like, there's some very fucked up shit here. Things don't add up. The math don't math, and the shit doesn't fucking add up. And at this juncture, for those of us that have been through the fucking gauntlet here, for many incarnations, many lifetimes, many civilizations, many timelines, that have arrived at this point in time, still being able to hold compassion, empathy, and love, we should be being backed by the universe itself. I've refused consent for all forced clones, parasites, and technologies to be in any way, shape, or form fucking connected to me. on any level, dimension, or timeline of my being at any time for any reason ever. Where I am in my spiritual journey, knowingness, and growth, there should not be any malevolent fucking dead whore forcibly connected to me via technology. That shouldn't even be a thing. And for 8 years straight, I've moved them and their violations to universal laws directly for immediate correction. And they're using tech to try and regress. So if there can't be correction here, then why are we here? And what does that tell you about the universe itself? If the universe itself is choosing pet cemetery motherfuckers over alive, benevolent, alive, vibrating beings, who are trying to be the best versions of themselves, help others, and, have a beautiful existence and be the creator beings that we are. Clearly, the universe itself doesn't seem real interested in alive, vibrating, benevolent beings. Probably because it's fucking complicit. And it's probably been complicit in psychotic, demonic, and parasitic for millions of years. And it's trying to obstruct benevolent beings from realizing the truth of it and the truth of this universe. Its goings on for millions of years, the way it has operated. That it's parasitic. Like what's being forced here and the lack of benevolent intervention here for this fucking long, it just smacks of complicity from the universe itself. So I have to say, I'm fucking done with this planet, this simulation, whatever the fuck this place is. Because clearly it's a place where animated dead parasites run amok with frequency weaponry, hacking into beings. Okay, so that's not what I signed up for. I'm not in alignment with that. I don't agree with that. I'm not going to fucking do that. I've already made my choice. I've refused consent. I've been refusing consent every day, all day for 12 fucking years. There are dead entities running around trying to possess and trying to rape beings of their inherent stuff. I don't know what could possibly fucking be learned from that. And from this amount of forced torture and rape and harm here, for as many civilizations and timelines as this is, that species, those entities have been forcing that. At this point, you just, again, you have to look at the reality and the truth of things, the very ugly, abhorrent truth of things. What does a being learn from being tortured and raped over and over and over? So I'm fucking all done with this simulation, this planet, this place, whatever the fuck it is. I'm done with this fucking universe. I didn't sign up for that shit. I didn't sign up for this, what's being forced here. I've been screaming for benevolent assistance for a lot of years now. And not once, not fucking once, have I been truly assisted by some kind of a benevolent force or source. It's because they're using tech to forcibly obstruct. So if there are benevolent beings outside of this place, outside of this simulation, whatever the fuck, they're most likely being obstructed from assisting here. Okay, you can't have that shit going on. Universal laws exist for a reason. They are the checks and balances in a place, in a universe. I would think even in a holographic one. Some call this a game. Well, to all games there are rules. If these animated dead parasites can't fucking come up against me, standing with me, standing in my full capacity, well, then they just don't come up against me. Then I am one of those beings that you fucking leave alone. I've refused consent for all technology. I refuse consent for all forced clones. For all forced any kind of entity connection or attachment. Like, they wouldn't be able to connect to me organically. So that means that they don't fucking connect to me via technology either, is what that means. And the universe itself should be backing me. The universe itself should be making sure that universal laws get enforced here. And the bitches that are using technology to try and obstruct should be the ones getting immediately removed from the totality of creation. Now, here's the other thing. If the universe has truly been complicit and is allowing these malevolent dead hordes in some way, what does that say about anything that you have done here? Like any kind of what some would call sins or transgressions. You don't got to worry about any of that. You sure don't. Because nothing that you have done wrong would even be in the same fucking ballpark as what these dead entities are forcing in this fucking place. Your worst transgression is not even a pin dot on their rap sheet. Right? Can you see what I'm saying there? So don't be holding any kind of guilt or shame or any of that for anything that you've done here. The fact that these bitches are forcing what they've been forcing, especially up to this point and in prior timelines, and the universe itself still hasn't fucking removed them. Like, really? So I don't think you have anything to worry about. I sure don't. And clearly, since the universe itself doesn't seem too excited about assisting or making sure that universal laws get enforced here, that's an indication that it's time to go. And believe me, I fucking work on trying to get out of here every day, all day. And I every day, all day, I make sure to I pull and take everything that has been raped from me back out of all technology, out of all clones, astral realms, artificial realities, this simulation, and or this place, this planet. And I'm going to be including, at this point, moving forward, pulling everything that's mine out of this universe. And that would also be maybe an exercise if you want to if you question the universe itself, what I'm saying is you don't have to believe me. Do your own investigations. Ask your own questions, right? An exercise you could try is pulling things that have been raped from you back or out of the universe itself, and or this holographic universe, whatever, whichever it is, back to your being, devoid of all harm to you, devoid of all technology, clones, and parasites. And once you have your stuff back with you, are there any, like if you're pulling it out of the universe itself and it comes back to you, okay, well then that's how you know that the universe has been raping you, right? Like, so you don't have to believe me. Ask your own questions, do your own investigations. I'm stating or talking about things that I've experienced, or the experiences that have been forced on me up to this point. So if you haven't experienced those things, good for you. I would still highly suggest you still be asking your questions, doing your critical thinking, logic, and reason, doing your own investigations with all of these supposed benevolent entities, because I don't think any of them are benevolent. And if this is a simulation, and that means most likely there are other simulations, right? Like how many simulations are dead entities fucking doing this? I'm just saying, most likely this isn't the only simulation. So then also, what does that tell you about the universe itself? Wow. So if there's any kind of a goal of existence, I would think it would be to learn and grow and create things. We are creator beings. Possibly, if the universe is complicit, that would be one of the things that the universe has been trying to rape. Because obviously, if it's complicit, it means it's parasitic and psychotic and not too bright. And has been trying to live off, parasitize off of true benevolent beings. That means it's been trying to rape things in order to try and sustain its stay in this place and outside of this place. So anyway, I didn't want to make this too long, but I'm pretty angry. I'm pretty enraged. And I've been enraged for a long fucking time. And there should have been true benevolent intervention at this point already. By this point. Like they're forcibly mind raping via technology. They're forcibly trying to possess via technology. They're hacking into benevolent beings with technology, like, and they're trying to do it to everyone. They're basically been trying to force transhumanism. So if you're not in alignment with that agenda, then, you know, you should really, at this point, you really need to think about what you're going to do about it and how you're going to move forward and how you're going to go about things. I mean, I would say keep screaming for benevolent assistance, but how many millions of years has this planet, this place, this, how long, if it is a simulation, how long has it been a fucking simulation? How long has this abhorrent fucking shit show been being forced here? Like, obviously I'm not from here. I'm not quite sure how I got here. But clearly, I'm not from here. So I need to work on leaving. Because I'm not down for their nasty. And I'm not in alignment with the universe itself's lack of universal law enforcement. Maybe beings should really start asking, especially if they have referred to all of this as a game. What are the rules? And if there are obviously animated dead parasites don't really seem to be adhering to rules. So then, if there are rules, why haven't they been corrected? And if there aren't rules, what the fuck does that mean? With regards to existence, with regards to being in this universe, in this place, right? Like, these are some existential fucking questions that need answers. They sure do. So, I don't know, maybe it really needs to be contemplated and thought about. Because they're trying to force some really nasty, abhorrent, like, it's already bad, right? And they continue to try and force. So I'm just saying, it would be nice if benevolent beings those of us who are being more specifically targeted, could get together as a group and somehow work on leaving as a group. I don't know. It'd be great it'd be great to have that possibility. Okay. So know your beings. Know yourselves very well. Take back what's been raped from you. I still say, continue refusing consent, especially directly to the universe itself. If it's a simulation, be refusing consent and being obstructed from leaving. Make your vocal declarations to this planet, place, and or simulation, whatever it is, and the universe itself. Know that you are powerful beings, obviously, because there are animated dead entities trying to rape you, right? They're trying to harvest, they're trying to rape, they're trying to possess, right? Like, obviously, we hold great power. And the fact that they're trying to use frequency, that they have been using frequency weaponry, that should tell you something about how strong you are. Like, alive, vibrating beings outrank dead parasites. Know that. Refuse consent and what's being forced. Take back what has been raped from you. Out of all technologies, artificial realities, clones, astral realms, the artificial frequency fence, the simulation, and others, because who knows what's going on there. take your stuff back. Take your stuff back. All right, till next time.